What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming, y'all, and I want to talk a little bit more about Madden. I mean, of course, I want to talk about Madden. It's a beautiful day outside, even though I got to go to work today. Got to talk about it because there are some things that EA is doing. Like, okay, I'm a type person. I believe that everything happens for a reason, right? And everything is done for a reason. And I believe that EA, with what they're doing with Madden NFL 19, could potentially sign to something good, or it could just be kind of like a slap in our face. So I always tell y'all the cover athlete has something to do with the game itself and what's going on in the game. Well, T.O. is on the cover, and yeah, he's a Hall of Fame athlete, but why T.O.? There's so many other great Hall of Fame players that could be on the cover of the Hall of Fame edition. Why Terrell Owens? Why? Okay, so this one, y'all, I believe that EA is taking shots at the community. Because the Madden community, either you love Madden or you hate Madden, okay? Same way with Terrell Owens. Either you love him or you hate him. Reason number one that he's on the cover. EA taking shots at the community, man, I'm telling you. Okay, then they also, I feel like they're taking shots at NFL 2K5. I think perhaps they're trying to say, hey, remember the last game T.O. was on the cover of? It was an awesome game. And the reason I think this one is because not only do they have Terrell Owens on the cover, but yes, he is in the Cowboys uniform instead of the Eagles. He played with many different teams, as a matter of fact. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. They have him on the cover. Not only that, but the game is releasing, I want to say around the same time that NFL 2K5 released, which also had Terrell Owens on the cover. See, so they taking shots at 2K right there, which to me is a low blow because 2K, first of all, they made a better product that year than what Madden made. And second of all, they don't have an NFL license to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is the cover athlete. They're waiting. Okay, see, so first of all, I thought that Terrell Owens was the official cover athlete. But no, you know, like they did with Brady. Brady was the GOAT edition cover athlete, but he was also just the standard cover athlete. Well, it turns out with Terrell Owens, he's the Hall of Fame edition cover athlete. The standard edition cover athlete will not be released until July. Yes, the game comes out. Okay, so for those of y'all who have EA Access, the game will be available to play on EA Access August 2nd. So if you got an Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox One S, EA Access, it's like $5-6 a month, y'all. It's really cool. I got it on my other Xbox. Got a PlayStation 2, but I do. That's really the only reason I got the Xbox. Well, it ain't the only reason I got it, but I don't really play it. My son has it. But I digress. Anyway, so the Xbox One X, EA Access on the Xbox Ones. August 2nd, you'll be able to play Madden. And EA Access normally does like a 10-hour. You have 10 hours. Doesn't matter how long it takes you to use them or whatever. So you'll have that. That's August 2nd. Now, if you pre-order the Hall of Fame edition, you'll get that on August the 7th, which is a Tuesday. Then, if you just get the standard edition, it's coming out on August 10th, which is that Friday. That's extremely early for a Madden game. Madden games normally release towards the last week of August, something like that. So they're taking shots at 2K again with that. And to me, it says, okay, so how is that a good thing? How is it a bad thing? It could be potentially a good thing if it hints at other things that they're going to add into the game, because they're talking with franchise mode. If you remember NFL 2K5's franchise mode, it was very in-depth. I mean, you can set up workouts for the players, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not getting that confused with NFL head coach. And NFL 2K5 was pretty detailed in their franchise mode. If I'm not mistaken, you could have set up workouts for the players, all that kind of stuff, which is nostalgic to 2K because they do that in all their games. But anyway, also the halftime show and things like that. So in Madden is talking about a unparalleled, franchise mode totally revamped, and they're talking about total control. So total control to me over a franchise mode, if you go watch the Madden Immersive Innovative series, then you'll see a lot of stuff that we talked about with franchise mode and stuff like that. So to me, unparalleled control would be that. Setting up workouts, determining, what players will be able to play what positions. We talked about the rating things with the archetypes and stuff like that. And we didn't talk about archetypes in the video, y'all. But I did want a system set up to where, in the video that we talked about ratings, to where the ratings don't really necessarily matter. They do matter. However, you look at the NFL today, you look at college football, any sport, sometimes the person who's the starter is not necessarily the best player on the team, but when people are playing the game plays off of the ratings. And so you're going to play the highest overall player on your team and things like that, and it takes away from the realism of the game. So, in the video about that, so hopefully what they do with archetypes and stuff like that changes a lot of that, to where, if I say I got two backs, and one of them is a power back, the other one is a speed back, and I'm running a West Coast offense that requires a speedy back, or the spread offense, better yet, then that speed backs overall may be lower, but he's going to perform a heck of a lot better in that offense. And I'll take a penalty for putting in a back that's not sound to that particular offense and stuff like that. And we talked about that the other video we did the other day. So it could be a good thing. They could be saying, hey, remember the last game T.O. was on the cover? Remember how much depth was in there? Remember the halftime show and things like that? And I know people saying DM, they're not saying anything about that yet. Duh, they're not gonna spill all the beans right now. That's why they're showing you dates. June 11th is whenever they're gonna go in depth about somebody just commented, said Madden's dropped 8th and 22nd. Madden has what was I talking about, the halftime show and franchise mode. They're gonna go in detail on that around June 11th. So, and for all we know, y'all, like I said the other day, they could still have a long shot mode in the game. We don't know. They could still have a superstar mode in the game. I doubt it, though, but they could. I don't think that they will, because part of connected franchise is being able to play with a single player. So I don't think they'll have any of that. I think they scrapped a long shot. I think from what I hear, you actually will have some kind of training stuff to do in franchise mode. So if you're able to go through OTAs or training camps and stuff like that, that would be really, really cool. If they do that, it would be nice for them to make it matter. That's the biggest thing to me. You got the draft, which I did hear they do have custom drafts. So that is awesome. That is freaking awesome, because even though we don't have college football, we're able to create those players and bring them on to the next level. I think that's really cool and innovative. Well, not innovative, it's been done before, but y'all get what I'm saying. But the custom draft classes, free agency should matter, the draft should matter, and if these archetypes are what I believe that they are, or what they should be, then this will revolutionize the game. Now, I know we've had archetypes in the game before, but they didn't really impact how a team plays and stuff like that. So if you watched the video yesterday, I talk about how archetypes could affect the game and really get rid of the overalls mattering as much as they do and stuff like that. So if that's the case, then we'll see a lot more innovative game, or a lot more detailed franchise mode that's more sim than it is arcade, like it is right now. But that's what I think, T.O. being on the cover and stuff represents. The bad thing could be that if they're doing all of this, because let's be real, when we seen T.O. on the cover, first thing we thought about was NFL 2K5. Now, if they don't live up to that, especially releasing Madden as early as they are and releasing a cover athlete weeks before, possibly days before the actual game comes out, what are they hiding? What is the reason for that? I'm telling you, man, we can still see a lineman on the cover, because one thing they was talking about was the jump cuts and stuff to block. I don't know. We can still see a lineman on the cover. I know that the cover athlete tends to reveal something about the game itself. So it's interesting to see who will be on the cover and why we're not seeing them on the cover right now. One of my speculations also could be that we could see the first rookie on the cover of Madden NFL football. And you say, well, DM, why a rookie? Well, because, by July, you know, they're in training camps and stuff like that. A lot of the players who are going to be on the team, a lot of rookie contracts and stuff like that should be signed. And the reason why they may not be doing that right now is because there may be the rookie that they're looking at to put on the cover isn't signed yet. This would be groundbreaking because it would be the first rookie to haven't even played a snap in the NFL to be on the cover of a Madden NFL football game. See, they got some tricks up their sleeve. You quick, but I'm quick at EA. So I'm just telling you, look out for that. So you can say to DM, you heard it here first or whatever. Also, hitting on what I talked about with Tater God in the other video, man, he was right. His inside source was right. I was wrong. I'll be the first to say that I was wrong. Really what I was saying, though, was that, I mean, there is nothing new. Everything he is telling us wasn't anything new. A lot of that, EA uses a lot of their same technologies throughout all of their games. So at the same time, it's not groundbreaking information. Also, because you look at NBA Live, Rex told us, pay attention to what we do with NBA Live 18's franchise mode, and that's the direction we want to go with Madden. And if you look at NBA Live, they had archetypes, and we've seen how that worked out. So if you want to see how archetypes could potentially work out in Madden, go and look at NBA Live 18, and you'll see how that plays in, y'all. But let's see how this plays out. As information drops, I'm going to be on here talking about it and stuff like that. Really want to sit down and have a live stream discussion with y'all about this. Probably over a game of Madden, but I got to find some time when I'm not working. So it'll probably be sometime next week, potentially maybe Tuesday or Wednesday when I'm off. I'll let y'all know, look at my schedule, and I'll set it up. That way everybody can schedule and plan. And you want to be there, y'all, because it's Madden time again, so we will be giving away a copy of Madden. So details on that coming soon. I appreciate y'all for sticking in this long. Till next time, thanks for watching, and God bless.